Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. I hope you're having a great day. Taking a quick look here at Gala, seeing what's going on. We want to double check a couple of key factors here. Specifically this point of control, if we kind of zoom out a little bit, it's right there close to this 0.618 fib level at about 73, 71, between 71 and 73 cents. So the key takeaway here is that we want to make sure we recognize some, some volume and liquidation levels before we decide to take a trade with confidence. Okay, again, that's generally what I like to do. We've taken some really awesome trades this month. Only one stop loss and one trade closed in a little bit of red. Everything else has been perfect, and it's been a really awesome situation. Again, mainly just saying that because these are trades we're taking with confirmation. Okay, and a lot of that confirmation comes from just being patient, waiting for the right opportunity. I feel like we might have some confirming factors here with Gala for a specific direction that we'll talk about here in just a minute. So if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. I hope you can learn something today. Okay, quickly to note, Gala liquidation levels 7.5. We talked about that yesterday. That's heavy concentration liquidation. That's that level that you can pretty much see on the charts here at about 7.5. It's right here, just above this most recent high. Okay. Again, we got a tremendous amount of volume resistance above the price action, and a secondary one here at about 6.7 as well. We saw a rejection there as well. So this is leading me to believe that this liquidation level up top may not get hit. What we could see as an alternative is somewhere between the 5 and 6 cent range instead. Now, I think that's a pretty significant drop. I don't know if we're going to go that low, but the simple way to understand it here is that we have more liquidation below the price action than above. We have more volume above the price action right now than below, leading us to believe that we have a strong resistance shelf in this 0.5 to 0.618 fib level. So let's talk about the daily time frame, work our way down, and kind of see where we're at here. So quickly to note here, we can see with our simple moving averages, we're barely testing the 50-day. Sorry, that's the 20-day SMA here today. Okay, so staying above that's important. We do lose this ascending trend line. We're being in, I wouldn't say rough shape, but we're going to probably likely continue lower. Okay, and the main reason why is because that ascending trend line, we've seen it retested multiple times. Without fail, it continues to grow higher. Okay. Now, again, at this point, is it a guarantee that's going to bounce? No, but it's not even a guarantee we're going to hit it. We could just continue further up from here. Okay. I'm not trying to get this, pessimistic or bearish mindset into your head. Just kind of letting you know that that is a level we want to try to hold. Losing that level could possibly spell further downside. Take a look here at the RSI on the daily, not in bad shape. Money flow index is okay too. Stochastic swinging up while we're seeing MACD diverge. So these are all neutral signs, if you will. And what I mean by that, they're not bullish or bearish because you kind of combine everything together. We get kind of a neutral stance here. Basically just implying that Gala is where it's at. It makes sense it's going to be where it's at. It could go either up or down, right? So again, nothing super decisive or definitive on the daily, minus the moving averages holding the price action tentatively in place. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, we can see we're down below the 20-day SMA, and we see this pretty obvious resistance level here, right there at about 6.7, 6.8. So that leads me to believe that we're having difficulty crossing that plane, and that could be the new resistance here. Keep in mind we have previous resistances at about 7 cents even, potential support at 6.6. That's just this more recent candle wick up that's held so far so good, but not really all that much. And if we take a look at the other moving averages, we are above 3 out of 4. Okay, so again, generally a good sign. The thing that's not a good sign here is the amount of money flowing out of this coin. It's coming down pretty hard. We're also testing 50 on the RSI, right in that range, with stochastic swinging down and MACD diverging. Okay, so generally this is unfavorable. I wouldn't say it's tremendously bearish, but we're slightly more bearish than bullish on this time frame. Okay? Again, the only saving grace we have right now is this ascending trend line running concurrent with some SMAs, but also maintaining itself fairly well so far. Hasn't been retested yet, but we're going to see here soon, hopefully, if that is the case. Keep in mind, a retest of that level is 5-6% away. So we're pretty close in that regard. That could happen at any time. A lot of this hinges again on Bitcoin and where it's going, but we do see somewhat of a double top here, and the price action again rejecting at this 6.7, 6.8 range. Let's double check the cloud and confirm here where we're at. We can see we're getting confirmation that the price action is staying below the cloud. Okay, so until we break confidently above the cloud, we have no reason to consider taking a trade for a long position, even though we have some favorable things on the daily and 4-hour, at least if you were to kind of round up a little bit. We are still in a bearish type of situation here. Lagging span is not free and clear, and the conversion line and the baseline are pretty close to each other. So those are basically 0 out of 3 reasons to take a long, 0 out of 3 reasons to take a short. Just because we're below the cloud doesn't mean you just FOMO into a short, but it does imply that we have more reason for a short to be more successful at this point. Again, lagging span not being free and clear would be nice to have it down here somewhere, but again, that would require the price action to be here, and we'll see a lot can change between now and then. I guess the moral of the story here is that no trade is a good trade, and I think it's probably best to wait. I'm leaning more towards the price action breaking down than up, just based on a significant amount of resistance above us, higher liquidation levels below us, and also, of course, this shorter time frame bearish divergence. But again, hasn't broken bearish yet. I think it's a little premature. Let's wait for some confirmation. Again, we closed soundly above this, 6.8, 6.9, maybe even just say 7 cents even. I think we'd be invalidating any potential for a short. But between now and then, I think that the micro or the smaller time frame is identifying bearish divergence, or the larger time frames are neutral / bullish. So again, you get all that stuff kind of mixed together. That's all the more reason not to take a trade. Trust me, folks, patience is key. I don't care if you miss an opportunity here, you'll get another one. There's literally billions of opportunities at any given second within cryptocurrency. So try not to FOMO in or worry about that if you miss an opportunity. It's okay. All right, folks, I hope that made sense. Make sure you trade Gala on the best exchange possible. Bitunix, link down below, $5,500 in benefit rewards. I've heard that as of April 1st, from some of my reliable sources, that Mexi Global is requiring KYC. So if that is the case, you may want to switch over to Bitunix, phenomenal exchange, link down below, to register. No KYC or VPN with them at this given time. So thanks again, Bitunix, and thank you too for liking, subscribing, and following. We'll see you on the next one. Have a great rest of your day.